This is Pulse of Africa, the face of Ethiopia, the voice of Africa.
Hello and welcome to Pulse of Africa News. I'm Jalani Tasfai with the latest. First, our top stories for today. Regional leaders urge armed groups in DR Congo to end hostilities. Senegalese national political dialogue opens to strengthen democracy. Namibia marks first ever Genocide Remembrance Day. Now, the news in detail. Regional heads of state and government representatives meeting in Uganda have urged armed groups in the Eastern Democratic Republic of the Congo to unconditionally end hostilities. A communique was issued on Wednesday at the conclusion of the 12th high-level meeting of the Regional Oversight Mechanism of the Peace, Security and Cooperation Framework for the DRC and the region. According to the communique, the leaders said foreign armed groups operating in the DRC should voluntarily disarm and prepare for repatriation to their home countries. They also urged member states that signed the PSC framework to honor their commitments to respect the sovereignty and territorial integrity of neighboring countries. A national political dialogue opened Wednesday in Senegal with the main goal of bringing together all stakeholders in national life to engage in a collective reflection on necessary reforms to strengthen Senegalese democracy and meet the deep aspirations of the people. Speaking at the opening, Senegalese President Bassirou Diomaye Faye emphasized that the event offers a unique opportunity to reflect with serenity and clarity on the future of the country's political system. This is the value of a dialogue held in peaceful times, not to diffuse social political tensions, but to write even more beautiful pages in our national political story, he has said. Namibia on Wednesday marked its first ever Genocide Remembrance Day to honor people who were systemically killed by German colonial forces between 1904 and 1908. Speaking at the commemoration event, Namibian President Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah recounted the atrocities committed by the German colonial government under its policy of extermination and genocide. She noted that many over Herero and Nama people were forced into concentration camps where they were starved to death. She encouraged the affected communities to continue working with the government to find a long-lasting solution to the reparation negotiations with Germany. Military chiefs from Africa on Wednesday rallied behind the call for solidarity to improve their response to new forms of security threats, including violent extremism, human trafficking, piracy, and disinformation campaigns. Speaking at the 2025 African Chiefs of Defense Conference in Nairobi, the Kenyan capital, the continent's heads of armed forces emphasized that unity, enhanced coordination, and the sharing of intelligence and expertise will be crucial to neutralizing emerging threats to peace, stability, and cohesion. This year's conference highlighted the need for cooperation and partnerships to eradicate transnational security threats. In other news, there is an 80% chance that global temperatures will break at least one annual heat record in the next 5 years, raising the risk of extreme droughts, floods, and forest fires, a new report by the World Meteorological Organization has shown. The data also indicated a small likelihood that before 2030, the world could experience a year that is 2 centigrade hotter than the pre-industrial era, a possibility scientists described as shocking. Coming after the hottest 10 years ever measured, the latest medium-term global climate update highlights the growing threat to human health, national economies, and natural landscapes unless people stop burning oil, gas, coal, and trees. The 13th international meeting of high-level security representatives from over 100 countries got underway in Moscow on Wednesday. The annual forum hosted by Moscow aims to foster new global security cooperation by bringing together senior security officials and defense ministers from across the world. This year's meeting is particularly significant given the current geopolitical dynamics and ongoing regional tensions. Over 125 delegations from 100 countries, along with representatives from 14 international organizations, are participating in the event held at the Russian National Center.
The story of resurgent Ethiopia and burgeoning Africa is here, only on the Pulse of Africa channel, all the time. Pulse of Africa, the face of Ethiopia, the voice of Africa.
Now to business news. Ethiopian Cargo has received its 12th Boeing 777-200 LR freighter aircraft, ETBAC. The airline expressed this milestone delivery expands its cargo capacity and enhances its logistic network across key global markets, thereby reinforcing its leadership in air freight. Ethiopian Airlines is honored to be the recipient of this iconic aircraft, a testament to our strong partnerships with Boeing and our continued investment in cutting-edge fleet technology, the airline stated in a social media post. As Africa's largest cargo operator, Ethiopian Cargo is committed to excellence through innovation, customer-centric services, and sustainability. Finally, OPEC Plus agreed on Wednesday to establish a mechanism for setting baselines for its 2027 oil production. The group, which includes the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries and allies such as Russia, has been discussing new baselines, production levels from which each member cuts or increases for the last few years. Baselines and quotas are controversial because some members, such as the United Arab Emirates and Iraq, have increased their production capacity, pressing the case for higher quotas, while others, such as African members, have seen declines. Before concluding, let us provide you with the latest updates on global commodities prices. Now to other updates. That's all for today, and thanks for watching Pulse of Africa.
This is Pulse of Africa, the face of Ethiopia, the voice of Africa.